A new Gallup poll released on March 1st shows that Americans' favorability of China has dropped to a new low. Some commentators believe that this is due to the CCP allowing the virus to spread and practicing the aggressive form of wolf warrior diplomacy. According to the Gallup poll, Americans' favorability of China has fallen to a record low of 20%, down 13 percentage points from the previous year, and the lowest since Gallup began polling in 1979. Based on Gallup's records, in the past few decades, Americans' favorability of China peaked at 72% in the months leading up to the Tiananmen Square protest in 1989 and plummeted after the CCP's crackdown on the student protest. Even so, the percentage in August of that year was 34%, which is still 14% higher than it is today. The latest poll was conducted from February 3rd to 18th, with Gallup randomly dialing a sample of 1,021 adults, mostly after President Joe Biden's February 7th speech. On that day, Biden said he would continue to compete with China, but in a different way than his predecessor Trump. After the poll, Biden further stated in his February 20th speech that we have to push back against the Chinese government's abuses and coercion that undercut the fundamental values of the international economic system. Guo Wei-min, a spokesman for the CCP's Political Consultative Conference, and Wang Wenbin, a spokesman for the Foreign Ministry, both declared on the afternoon of March 3rd that Americans' new low favorability of China is due to the influence of anti-China politicians and forces. Australian Chinese scholar Li Yuanhua, however, believes that the primary reason is that the CCP's actions over the past year have made American people see its true nature.
Especially in 2019 when the CCP virus was rampant, and the CCP, spread the virus uncontrollably to the whole world. Another thing is the persecution of faith groups, including the Tibetans and Uyghurs in Xinjiang, and all the evil things it does in China domestically. As the media spreads the info, more people will see clearly the evil deeds of the CCP.
Australian Chinese scholar Zhang Xiaogang pointed out that what the Gallup poll actually shows is that Americans' favorability of the CCP has hit rock bottom.
For a
long time, the CCP has deliberately confused this concept and turned the CCP into a distinguished representative of China. On the other hand, in the West, it used economic development to change people's recognition of China. This long-standing policy of appeasement has confused many people's understanding of the CCP and turned China's economic development into a favorable impression of the CCP.
It is no coincidence that a recent poll by the Lowy Institute for International Policy, an Australian think tank, also shows that the deterioration of China-Australian relations, coupled with the CCP virus epidemic getting out of control, has led more than one-third of Chinese Australians surveyed to say they have been discriminated against in the past year. Li pointed out that this is also caused by the CCP.
In fact, it's exactly the same. The main reason is that the CCP virus has spread to the whole world. Since Australia has its own intelligence, it demands an independent international investigation. This has annoyed the CCP, so the CCP threatened to impose a trade embargo, but it actually intensified Australia's aversion toward the CCP.
Besides the United States and Australia, in recent years, due to the arrest of Huawei CFO Meng Wanzhou, the suppression of Hong Kong, the harassment of Taiwan, the seizure of the South China Sea, the relationship between the CCP and Canada, the United Kingdom, the Czech Republic, Korea, the Philippines, and many other countries has all been deteriorating. On the other hand, the CCP's media has also broken records in its use of anti-American propaganda. At the end of last year, the CCP's official media used strong and abusive language to insult then U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. China Central Television verbally abused Pompeo for 3 days in a row, and the People's Daily published a 30,000-word essay to attack him. In addition, the CCP has made an unprecedented effort to indoctrinate the public and instill hatred toward Western universal values.
The favorability of the CCP in the world is declining year by year. People can see the evil deeds of the regime through some specific events. Another thing is that it uses this wolf warrior diplomacy to incite nationalism, thereby defending its tyranny, which is also hated by people around the world. I think the root cause of this confrontation lies in the fundamental contradiction between universal values and the authoritarian centralized system practiced by the CCP.
Of the other 17 countries surveyed by Gallup, those with the highest favorable ratings among Americans are traditional allies, such as Canada and the United Kingdom. The least favorable countries are Iran and North Korea.
We would like to recommend the UMaker platform to everyone. It has earned our trust and respect, as it provides a safe, convenient platform and a fair opportunity for us to report unbiased news. Our videos are available on UMaker, and we invite you to watch our channel China Insider. The link is provided below. Please subscribe, and we hope to see you there. Thank you for your support.